Hey, what's going on, boys? Swaggys here. So, and for this, gonna teach you a video for today here. Now, before I start getting to the actual stuff here, I'm cooked. And by that I mean I haven't slept in like around 2 days now. I'm not gonna lie, it's been bad. Resetting my schedule is just what I usually do. I don't sleep for one day, then I just get a massive amount of sleep the next day. So like I said, let's just get on to it. Let's not use the Twitch time today because I gotta reset my schedule soon. So without further ado, let's get on to it. Starting off with the actual stuff here that we're gonna react to is the actual real-time studio FNAF movie game in real-time gameplay trailer. Now they just released, well, it says 6 hours ago, but it's more like a few hours ago now. And give me a second here, I gotta be right back. Anyway, sorry about that. Anyways, like I was saying, just overall though, like I said, came out like around, well, it says 6 hours ago, but it's more like a day ago by now. And I accidentally like went past it over like on like the home screen. It just kind of started playing itself. I'm not sure why that happened. Like I said, I wanted to go ahead and check it out. Something recently came out and overall took a lot of my attention. I'm like, oh hey, this looks really cool. Like I said, everybody, please go check out everybody a part of the actual stuff here. Y'all worked really hard and deserve support, so please go check them out here. And of course, everybody though, let's get on to it. Let's not use too much time here. And of course, like I said, going scrolling just kind of through the actual, just credit some subs here, a little briefly. There we go. Now we're going back as well. Music, okay, and then Never Be Alone, AW, an original soundtrack by them as well. That's cool as well. Now, after though, like the video, subscribe to the channel, link down below, go check the actual stuff here. They work really hard to support and put so much time and effort into making the video as good as possible. Like I said, please go check them out. Now that after though, let's get on to it. No more distractions. I'm really excited. Render to cutscene. Ooh. The FNAF movie game. Okay. I love this. Ooh. 6, 4, 1. That's so cool. There's Freddy right there. Get people delivered down. Ooh. Okay. And I'm really loving how this looks in real-time universe. I love it. Oh wait, was that Sid's reacts? That's cool.
You guys could never get a game out. Never. It could never.
Bug testing. Game C. Ooh. I love it.
Anyway, I better not take up too much of your time.
December.
Things are getting real.
Oh, a full game release. December. Oh, that was stuck in the background. I love that.
Let's take a look.
All 3 of their projects. They're lovely to see that. Anyways, that was so cool. I really enjoyed that. Now look, without after, let's just get onto the actual main 3 features of stuff for the actual stuff here. Going on to the actual first part itself here, which is kind of like I guess more just like minor details that I noticed. What should probably be the plot itself here. That's it. Plot itself, details, gameplay itself here. Let's get onto it. Let's not use too much time here. Let's get onto it. Now, going on to the actual just plot itself here. It seems to be based more around the actual original, just FNAF movie game in general here. Has a sort of like classic vibe as well there. I'm not sure what they're gonna do to keep the animatronics out. Whether it's like, oh, you gotta flip certain switches that turn off power, that makes them reroute their path or something, or something along those lines. Or if it's kind of more like, oh, do this, and then you can do this to, kind of just like as a last resort. Where it's like, oh, you can block the door, you can turn off power for certain segments to kind of just redirect them or something like that. Or if it's something even more simpler or more complicated, I'm really interested to see how that goes there. like I said, just the actual just just plot itself is gonna be more like wrapped around the actual just like most likely plot itself for the first for the movie itself there. Probably not like all of it, like probably not all of it. I don't maybe. I just had a weird like brain fart thing. Except we might actually see a more well, we might actually be able to see a Spring Bonnie segment here. I'm not exactly sure. They have cutscenes already in here, so I'm not sure if they're gonna go all in with the actual FNAF movie theme itself here. But if they do, that'd be really cool. I'm like, I like that. But I said, just overall though, from what we see from the actual video itself here, it just kind of you're a new employee at Freddy Fazbear's, and of course, it just looks to be kind of just the same office as was in the movie itself there, as well as like some of the same functions. Like I think the lever turns off the power and things like that. So I'm really interested to see how that goes there. I'm really interested to hear this, how that goes. So now, after though, let's get on to the actual um, just details themselves here. Now let's get on to it. Now, of course, the actual details themselves here. Oh, hold on. There's actually a lot of things I want to go ahead and quickly mention here. One of which being the actual numbers on the cameras themselves here. It ranges from like 1 to like 0 to like 10. So overall, it looks really, really cool and really well done. But I'm really interested to see how most of it kind of lines up here and how all of it kind of just comes together. And by the way, let's get a good look at the office here. Yeah, classic poster there, some cups, the telephone. Everything looks to be more in the proper place itself here. I'm really liking it. And it's kind of just a frameless photo of, well, kind of just a little snippet of the actual office itself here. I'm not sure what else we're gonna potentially see or potentially be able to interact with, because we can interact with the chair and the camera system, which overall already looks really cool, and I'm really interested to see how that goes there. But said, aside from like those details themselves here, let's go into the actual just gameplay itself here. Now, of course, first thing, the smoothness. I loved it. It was immaculate. So good. It just rocked. It rocked really hard, and I loved it so much. Now though, aside from the actual smoothness of the gameplay itself here, a lot of it seems to be based with the actual kind of just what's the thing called? I'm not sure. It's like the power box. Yeah, the power box. With just flipping certain switches, maybe to activate certain cameras or deactivate certain cameras. I'm not exactly sure. Or it's like deactivate power to certain rooms so that you can, redirect the animatronics themselves there. But what I do know though is that we have a camera system itself here that looks to be based on the map of the actual just movie itself there, which is really cool, and I'm loving that. Especially with like the little like court kind of just like like welcome kind of gateway. I loved it. That was really cool, and it was such a nice nod to the actual just movie itself there. I love it. It's so cool. It's so cool. I love it. Aside from that, we also got a few good looks as well to the actual stages as well. Like hold on, let me go back a little bit here in this activity stuff so we can get a good look at those stages. Like right around here. Like look at the stage. It looks so cool. The Showtime buttons right where you think it'd be, the cups and party hats as well. Ooh, it looks so good. It looks so good. I love it. Like I said, aside from those little details themselves here, we do know this gameplay is gonna be, we do know the game itself is gonna have, custom cutscenes. It's gonna have maybe custom controls, custom phone calls, which is overall very exciting. It's so cool, and maybe even custom like after game stuff, or maybe like not like mini games, more like maybe like ARG elements. We already see clips like Razbowski here, and maybe more segments with like I think with like Sid's, what was it, like Sid's reacts. Well, I'm trying to find it here. Where was it, like right around? Give me a second. Give me a second. Almost there. Yeah, around here somewhere. I know it. There's one of the actual just ARG videos that we saw from a while ago now. Razbowski. There it is. Fazbear Entertainment, Sparky's Neighborhood Watch. Oh my gosh. Sid's React, nice to see him here. I love it. But aside from that, just the actual, just it's great. I love it. Like, such as the actual, just little things that they included here to make this just seem even more like amazing and just so community based is immaculate. I loved it. It was so great, so cool, and so well done. I loved it. I loved it a lot. Without And for like such as it's just gameplay stuff here, has its own cutscenes, has its own like mini games, or I'm not sure if they're gonna be mini games or if they're gonna be like ARG segments, or even maybe just extras. Probably just extras. I don't know. Like I said, aside from the overall, everything looks immaculate. I love it. The designs themselves look really good, but I'll get more into that later on here. But without any further ado, basically just get to my general thoughts on the actual stuff. Let's go and get to the actual deep dive itself before I start yapping a ton more. Let's get into it. And actually, before I actually get into the actual, actual just deep dive stuff here, very quickly, go check the actual original stuff here. Link down below. Go check it out. They work really hard to support here. And while you're at it, also go ahead and consider hitting the actual like button itself for the channel. And of course, consider hitting the subscribe button as well here. Helps me out a lot. And I really, really appreciate it. Like I said, please consider doing that. And aside from liking and subscribing, also go ahead and consider hitting the actual bell icon as well here. Helps me out a lot with kind of spreading awareness for the channel stuff here. And kind of spreading the name out there. Like I said, go ahead and hit, but my brain turned off, but I apologize. Like I said, bell icon. If you want to get those notifications for the newest videos as soon as you can, consider hitting it. That's kind of what it's there for. And of course, the actual comment section down below, detailing your like I said, give me your thoughts on the extra stuff here. Whether it's whether you love the video stuff here, you don't love it, you think the game looks mid or cringe or anything, and I'll probably try to tell you that you're wrong. But I said, aside from that though, still like I said, at least leaving your opinion on the extra stuff here will help to kind of just at least we see what your guys' mindset on this game is. Whether you love it, whether you don't love it, whether you want to see more of it or you don't want to see any more of it. Like I said, every little bit helps you. I really do appreciate it. Aside from that, like I said, share button, like I said, helped me out a lot, kind of spreading awareness for the channel stuff here, and kind of just spreading the name out there. Like I said, also consider hitting that. And also, like I said, if you don't want to do any what I just said here, that's perfectly fine. But like I said, if you want to support the channel in any way any way possible, those are the things that I labeled out there for you. Without any further ado, getting back on track with the actual deep dive itself here, let's get on to it. Now, of course, for the deep dive itself, what I usually get into, I usually get like more into the actual nitty-gritty video stuff here, get more into what I enjoyed, more what I didn't enjoy, and of course, I said more into the details, like more in depth on the certain topics I was bringing up, like the actual plot itself here, the details that I noticed, and then of course the actual just gameplay itself here. Let's get into it. And of course, for the actual plot itself here, I'm not really too sure. Like I said, we do have that segment with the Razbowski segment where it's just like, hey, new employee. So like I said, I'm pretty sure we're just probably going to be in Mike's shoes from like, I guess some more FNAF kind of just perspective, which is so far very cool and I love that. Like I said, aside from that, everything does seem to be kind of going to hell here, with mentions of Sparky's management watch or something like that. And then, of course, with the Razbowski is there as well here. Like I said, it's all so interesting. I'm loving it. Hold on. Like, we have Fazbear Entertainment and Sparky's Neighborhood Watch. I'm not sure with how this is going to be important in the game itself here. But I do know that they're actually getting mentions of this. And, of course, that there is kind of just at least a little bit of just more like world building itself here, which I love so much. And like I said, just the actual plot itself here hasn't revealed too much of itself for us. Might be following the same course of the movie itself here. We might not be. Might be going a different entire course, in its own way. But from what I'm seeing here, everything looks really cool, and I'm loving it, and I'm loving the pieces, coming together here. It is immaculate. With all that being said and done, then moving on to the actual details themselves here. Like I said, one of the details themselves here. Cup, like I said, the cup itself here is just an obvious thing. Like no matter what universe, Mike cannot have a clean desk. It always has to have like an empty cup there or something like that. Like I said, just aside from that though, the cameras themselves here, like I said, are numbered. We have this like little scrolling thing and stuff here. I'm thinking that's just how we're gonna move from camera segment to camera segment. So that could be really, really interesting, especially since we see that some of them start to have like a little bit of like static on them. So maybe that's what the power box here is going to be more utilized for. Whereas like, oh, if this camera starts having static on it, press this button. If an animatronic is getting close to you, press this button. Or like, maybe flick this lever to turn off the power for a bit so they leave. I don't know. But from what we also see, they also started moving in actual real time. Like, they're actually moving in real time. Like, look at this. So he finally goes to this little power switch itself here. And then we see parking lot, entrance, front door, all these little maintenance things and stuff here. Probably for the power as well here. And he flicks, I think, maybe like the stage show or the stage show one. Like, which one was it? Hold on. Left mouse button to interact. So this one, show stage 5? No, so show stage S. I guess it's just S, south or something like that. And overall, like I said, we had these two major like little buttons right here. Everything else seems to be kind of just either turning off the cameras, maybe resetting the cameras, or maybe just turning off the power for that specific part of the building. Then of course we have the big lever there that kind of just turns off the entire power, I think. Then after that, he goes right back to bonding. Then looks to be, see Freddy right here, like camera 8. Turns off the power. Get a little cutscene here. I love this part. Ooh, I love that. Hold on, let's go back here a little bit to see how the jump scare looks. Oh, nah. That looks good. I love that. I really, really do. Like, look at this. That looks cool. That looks really, really cool. I'm loving it. And you can just actually see in real time just how they attack you. That's a solid plus. That's a solid plus. Without any further, like I said, moving on to the actual, just no lasting itself here, the gameplay itself here. Now, of course, we only get maybe a few seconds themselves with the gameplay, but everything seems to be more, basically kind of just more FNAF-like. It seems to be just majorly FNAF-like, which overall, I really enjoyed. Watch the monitors, do the things they need to do, and of course, make sure they don't ever get too close to you, or of course, you're gonna die. Like I said, everything looks to be very simplistic, but overall very well done. And for these ARG segments themselves, I'm not sure how that's going to be implemented. Maybe it's going to be like, oh, you're solving a mystery while you're at Freddy's, or maybe you're doing this while you're at Freddy's, or maybe... Either way, it looks really cool, and I'm really interested how that goes here. But now, and for them, I'm going to kind of go ahead and cut it off here because this video is already 17 minutes long, and this is a 1 minute video. I should not have taken this long to kind of give all my thoughts there. But now, and for them, like I said, please go check the videos up here. Link down below and card right there. They worked really hard in this sincere support, so please go check them out. Either over there or over there. Like I said, 2 links for that to yourself there. And for them, another end card right here. For one of my videos if you're interested in catching that. So go check that out. Go check out that video as well here. And of course, like I said, also go ahead and consider hitting the actual like button right around there. And of course, consider subscribing. Helps us so much to the channel stuff here. Helps me out a lot. I deeply appreciate that. Like I said, please consider doing it. We're almost at 2.7k, and I'm really it's so cool. Thank you guys so much. Like I said, I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say, especially because I feel like I've been letting you guys down, just kind of just not stay consistent while you guys have been amazingly just consistent with like helping the channel grow. I deeply appreciate that so much. Thank you. Now without any further though, like I said, like, subscribe, notification bell for next time upload. If you're interested in catching those news videos for the news, for the news videos from the channel itself here, like I said, bell icon. That's kind of what it's there for. So please consider hitting that as well here. And with all that being said and done though, comment down below you guys' thoughts down the edge stuff here. Whether it's the video stuff was great or the video stuff was trash or anything like that. Like I said, leave your thoughts on the edge stuff here. And of course, leave your thoughts on the edge stuff here down below. I'll be sure to reply to as many as I can, as fast as I can, but I might not get to all of them, unfortunately. I do apologize if I don't get to yours as soon as I can. And of course, aside from that, also go ahead and consider hitting the share button as well. I said, helps me out so much, and kind of spreading a wonderful channel stuff there, and kind of just spreading the name out there as well. Like I said, it just helps me a lot. And whether you do one of those, all of those, like I said, as long as you consider helping the channel stuff here in one of those specific ways themselves here, I deeply appreciate it. And for anybody who does all those at the same time, you are the GOAT. Thank you. Thank you so much. And for anybody who does none, okay, hi, I guess. Into the whole video, you didn't consider doing any of that. Aside from, like I said, just overall though, have a great day, take care of yourself, stay safe, and just like I said, make sure that you're just feeling okay, you're not feeling bad at all. Like I said, if you're not feeling well, if you're feeling sick, if you're not like if you got like a stomach or something like that, take plenty of medicine, get plenty of rest, take care of yourself, stay safe, and I'll be seeing you boys in the next video sooner or later here, probably later on today. But like I said, who knows how that goes. But like I said, take care, stay safe. I'll be seeing you boys in the next video later on. But bye for now, okay? And also, let me know your guys' thoughts. Like, are you gonna play the game itself here? Are you not? Like, do you think it's gonna come out in December? I have a lot of confidence in them. There's a lot of really cool people on the on Real Time Studio who worked really hard on this. Like I said, just leave your thoughts in that down below, comments down below. So, and for them, Take care. I'll be seeing you boys next time. Bye bye for now, okay?